Okay, welcome to the logical control class, advanced logical control class. So first of all, we're going to check all of the components of the PLC. At the resources, you'll have some information about PLCs, but we're going to check the components that we're going to use at the lab. So this is the PLC, and as you can see, this is a modular PLC. We have two types. If you remember, we have an integrated PLC and a modular PLC. This is a modular PLC because we have a rack. The rack is back here. This is the rack, and everything will be mounted as a module in the rack. That's why it is called modular. The other one is integrated because everything is integrated in one part. But in this case, we have this part. This is the CPU. The red one is the CPU. The PLC, the CPU. This one is the, this is the PLC, this is the CPU, these are the inputs, and these are the outputs modules. And additionally, we have an Ethernet module or a switch. That is basically the components. And up here, we have an additional power source. So, this red one, this is the power source. This is not the PLC. Sorry, this was the power supply, and this is the PLC. This little one is the PLC, and this is the power supply. How we can check that? Because here we have the information of this module, and it is telling us that it has electrical properties. So this is the power supply, and this is called CPU. And how do I know that these are the inputs and the outputs? Because of the X. We have an X. The X is the inputs in Mitsubishi, or at the name X, and a Y. A Y is the outputs model. Okay. So let's check another model that is at the manufacturing cell that we are going to use for this advanced class of logical control, and it is the screen. The screen commonly is known as HMI, as human-machine interface, but that is for Siemens. We have a GOT, a graphical operation terminal, that is for Mitsubishi. But basically it's a touch screen where we can touch things and we can do things with this. It is an additional resource for the PLCs so we can program more things. And this is a graphical environment for the people that is operating the machine, okay? So basically that's the components. We have another one that we have to use, that is the Ethernet module, so let's go back. And remember to have an Ethernet cable. And at the switch, we're going to connect at any spot available, we're going to connect the cable, okay? So it turned on, let's see, yes. It is on and it is activated. So that we are going to connect to the computer so we can start programming. So if you see, we're going to connect it only at the computer and we can start programming. So the next part will be how to configure the computer so we can make a correct communication with the PLC, with the HMI or with the GOTI, and we can have communication with all the elements at the manufacturing cell. We can have communication with the robot and with the camera if we want, okay? That will be all for that class. Yeah.